and welcome to Getting Candid with me, your girl Helen. Remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell. Today I'm at the home of one of Zambia's my personal favorites songbirds, Kantu. Kantu recently put out a statement saying she is leaving music. She is quitting music. She wants to concentrate on other things. A lot of people's hearts were broken, me inclusive, because I want to know why she wants to quit music with that beautiful voice. And I recently like her current single, Fragile Heart, and to think she's giving us that kind of music for the last time. Let's hear it from her. Join me on the other side as I chat with her. Welcome back. I mentioned in my opening that I'll be chatting with songbird Kantu. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me in your house.
Thank you. You're welcome. This is my humble abode.
What's been happening? I love Fragile Heart, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about how people would receive it because it's not really what
Hype.
Yes, it's not what hype would, but I'm really grateful for the response. The response has been amazing.
Yeah, okay, you're gonna give us an a cappella of just a little bit of Fragile Heart by the end of the interview.
Okay.
Yes, because I love the song. So I'm doing that literally for me and whoever likes Fragile Heart. But what's been happening with you? Because you had at some point you just went quiet, music-wise. What kept you busy?
Well, I think I just got to a point in my life where I needed to put things together. I know everybody just thinks I'm well put, like I have everything put together, but I don't think you can ever have everything the way you want it to be. So I've just been busy. Apart from the music, I actually have a social life as well. I have a home life and a family life and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what kind of kept me busy.
Yeah. And
because of COVID, I couldn't travel much. I couldn't pretty much do anything. And unfortunately, I'm not really a social media person. So if I don't get someone pushing me to post stuff and things like that, you'll probably just find me watching TV and just cooking or baking for fun. Yeah.
From the last interview we did together, you got married.
Yes,
congratulations.
I did. Thank you.
How's that going?
Well, it's going great. I'm enjoying myself. It's nice to not worry about bills.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Just kidding. But I'm really enjoying. And the most important thing about this is that I married my best friend. I married someone that understands me, and he's a very beautiful man.
That's nice. That's good to hear. Okay, you're still lecturing. Is it lecturing? Tutoring?
Part-time.
Okay.
Part-time, yes.
Still doing that. So we thought maybe Kantu is not giving us any music. She's probably concentrating on that.
Well, I wasn't actually doing anything in with regards to lecturing because of COVID. Schools were closed and things like that. So I took that time to actually sit and write. I've been writing a lot.
Nice.
But my writing has been, when I show someone my lyrics, they always just wonder what goes through my mind. But
it's been deep.
Yeah, quite very deep.
Because Fragile Heart is something that is
extremely deep.
It's deep and it gets to you. Okay, so when you talk about writing, it reminds me of what you used to post on Facebook, Chronicles of a Single Woman.
Yeah.
How did you? What was that all about? How did it start?
Well, Chronicles of a Single Woman. I'll be very honest. Chronicles of a Single Woman. I used to write those. I used to make those writings based on how I was feeling at that particular moment. That title of Chronicles of a Single Woman was born at a time in my life where I was constantly depressed.
Yeah.
Because I was going through so much, and so you'd find that every single day was a different lesson, and so whatever I was feeling that particular day, I would put it down in writing and I would post it, not knowing that I would be speaking to other people while I'm trying to offload
what you're going through.
Whatever I was going through. So it was just because I was feeling those things that I was writing, like I was going through that. I was able to just, you know, speak to someone and just hopefully give someone, let someone out there know that they are worth it, you know, they are beautiful, that they deserve the best. So that's pretty much
I think
why I used to write.
When you talk about depression, it reminds me at some point you told me that I was depressed. What was really depressing you? What was it?
What was depressing me?
Yeah.
For starters, I'm a very emotional person. Everyone that has come across me will tell you that I'm quite very, very emotional, and sometimes very, very small, tiny things actually get to me. So at that point, I remember I was dating someone that really broke my heart, and I couldn't fathom the fact that they would treat me the way they did. And it's that moment where I just broke down, you know, like everything else around me was going great. I had a job, but this one, you know, like I couldn't understand why he would treat me the way he did. And it just depressed me so bad that I had to actually seek professional help. This is something I never talked about. It forced me to actually seek professional help, and it was a long road.
And it's rare that people in Zambia will think of most of us will think of, I'm depressed, let me get professional help.
We never
but
think about it.
It got to that extent.
Yes, and I remember a friend of mine actually referred me to a named organization, and I actually went to their offices and I spoke to someone, and we started the process. And in the process, I even started going to the gym, you know, just started working on myself. I started reading more books, and then I did a very, very deep introspection. I had to sit down and think about me and be selfish for once. And I got myself a ring.
Always important.
I got myself a ring, and I told my friends, I said, guys, I want to marry myself. And they laughed at me. I remember, but one of my friends was quite very supportive. She just said, okay, yeah, I will be there, you know, and I put up like a mini ceremony. But
you even put up a ceremony?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I said I was going to marry myself. And then when that ceremony didn't happen, I still went ahead and I stood in front of the mirror and I spoke to the girl I was seeing in the mirror, and I told her everything beautiful that she needed to hear from other people. I'm the one that told her, you know. And then when I started dating myself, you know, spent more time with myself, I kind of like got to understand me and just know where I was in my life, and just kind of like just get a hold of myself. And once it didn't take a week or a month, it took a while. I got to take myself out on dates. I would take myself for movies. I would go have dinner by myself. I would go to the club by myself. You know, I started enjoying spending time with myself and my cat. But then, you know, and then everything just fell in place. Before I knew it, all those feelings of hatred, of hurt, of feeling worthless and feeling whatever it is I was feeling, all those feelings went away, and I became comfortable in my own skin. And I stayed away from dating for like a very long time, close to a year. Until I actually met my husband.
Nice. Okay, on that note, we take a break.
Okay.
Guys, don't change the channel. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So we're still chatting with Kantu. Kantu, that was beautiful, the story that you were telling me about. And I think a lot of people need to understand that sometimes you need to seek professional help to get over these things and love. I think what you've just explained is talking about loving yourself.
Yes.
Like, love yourself, appreciate yourself. That is
it's
beautiful.
the most important thing.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on. You recently gave us a bomb announcement on social media saying you are quitting music, you are just releasing the last album and you'll be done. A lot of people didn't take it well.
No,
And
they didn't.
why do you want to release an album and then stay away from?
I just felt like it was time for me to concentrate on other things.
What other things?
Well, I've been doing this for a long time. I don't know, but at that point, I just felt like it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And you know, I will be very honest with you. When I made that decision, I made it by myself, without any influence from anyone. It was me, entirely me. Yeah. But then, after I made that decision and I conveyed it to everybody, I realized that it wasn't my decision to make.
You have a lot of people still wanting your music. Yeah.
It wasn't my decision to make. And I remember my husband told me, I had this conversation with him over and over, and I told him, I'm like, I'm just not feeling it anymore. And he's like, but what aren't you feeling? I don't understand, you know. He just couldn't understand. But then ultimately he said, you know what, I think I've tried. It's your decision to make. And if you feel that you want to change your mind, I'm always supportive. Like, I will support whatever decision you make.
I like that you've brought up your husband, and because a lot of people thought he's the one that influenced your decision, saying we're married now, I don't want you to be singing and whatnot.
He never, and this is one thing, even when we were dating, before he married me, he told me, he said, you know, I found you doing this, and don't ever expect me to change my mind about, you know, what you do.
Yeah.
I know this is what you do, and even when I was making moves on you, I knew this is what you were doing. So it would be very unfair for me to come and tell you to stop, because I know this is what you love to do. So I'm going to support you. And even when I decided that I didn't want to do it anymore, he tried his level. He said, does it have anything to do with the writing? Do you need someone to write your music? Yeah. You know? He went ahead, he found someone to do everything, you know. He said, is it studio time? What do you need? Yeah. You know, and he was ready to provide all that. And ultimately, it was just my decision. But then, as I said earlier, it wasn't my decision to make, because in the first place, I wasn't doing music for myself. Yeah. There's a lot of people I was speaking to. And when I made that decision, I didn't realize that there were a lot of people that I spoke to that went to bed feeling calm and feeling happy because of something that I said, or because of a song I had put out. So it would be very unfair for me to actually just stop giving them that. And also another reason that kind of like made me to, you know, I just thought, you know what, I'm a different person now. Probably what aspires to me now is way different from what did 2 years ago, you know. So I just didn't know how to juggle the change. But then with growth, you kind of tend to meet different responsibilities and different views of, you tend to have different perspectives of compared to, you know, how you were like 2 years ago. So I decided that, you know what, let this growth not be the reason why I terminate something that everybody else out there really enjoyed about it. But let this growth mean a different Kantu from the Kantu that was there before, you know, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Let this growth mean more new, mature, inspirational, and beautiful music. Music that you can actually sit down and listen to. So I would say that I will quit being the Kantu that I was. Only I'm coming out more grown as a person, as an artist, and probably the things that I will talk about now I know I've always talked about real life, but this time around it will be deeper and more inspirational and more uplifting and more building.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad that we're finally over this, because I was just like, Kantu, what's your problem? All that talent, you just want to pack it. And I understand you do other things, but every now and then we want to hear Kantu has done this, Kantu is releasing some new song. So that's very good that you listen to people's cries. And now they have to show you support. You don't just cry, but you have to support Kantu. But how is it working without? Because when you started, I think you were under a label, XYZ. How has it been working without a label?
It's been more work in that I have more control of my material, whatever material I want to put out. I have more control over the image that I want to have. I want people to have of me. So in as much as it's really beautiful working with a label because you have a team behind you.
Yeah.
But I found it a little bit much easier for me to take the direction, whatever direction I want to make, because it just all comes down to me.
Yeah.
It's my decision.
Yeah.
So I do what I want to do.
Okay.
And not that I didn't do what I wanted to do then, but it's just a lot different because now it's just me.
You're independent.
Alone. Yes.
Yeah.
So I contract whoever I want, whoever I feel. So it's not like there's a chain of command. Like I have to go through this person, and this person. Yeah. So.
Which producers are you working with for your? What are you going to call your album?
My album is titled Breathe. Okay. Yes, it's titled Breathe.
Which producers are you working with?
Mr. COG is producing some of my work, and as usual, KB. I love working with KB because the chemistry is just. Yeah. And then I have this guy who actually produced Fragile Heart. His name is Victor. He's from Choma.
Okay.
Very, very talented guy, and I'm sure once my album is out,
because Fragile Heart is beautiful. Yeah. Even the production is.
Absolutely amazing. You know, he actually played every instrument.
Oh, really?
Yes, he played it. He didn't plot it. He actually played it.
That's nice.
Yeah. So he's that good. His name is Victor. So people should be on the lookout for that guy. He's Zambia's future when it comes to production.
Now, let me ask, because Fragile Heart, like I said, is very deep. The lyrics are deep. Were you talking about yourself? Was it more like Chronicles of a Single Woman now in song?
Yes. Kind of like, because when I wrote it, I was at that point in my life where I realized what I was, who I was, and how my heart operated.
Yeah, I'm asking this deliberately because when I listen to the song and I listen to the lyrics, I can really relate to the kind of person you are. You love love. You love. You are the type that loves, give it all, keep it a chance, you could put it on
everything about it,
everything. So when I listened to that song, I was like, this song is deep, you feel it.
Yes.
Like, but it's
towards
really...
the end, actually, if you really take time to really listen to my demeanor in the voice, you tell that I actually broke down.
You did?
Yes, I actually broke down.
Did you write that song when you were going through the...
Yes, I was, I had just gone through a heartbreak and whatever. And then I remembered, I'm like, you know what? In the beginning, I told this person that I'm fragile, you know? Like, if you don't love me, then don't even make any promises because you're just going to end up breaking my heart. But then they didn't listen then. Yeah. Anyway, so... I went through whatever it is I went through, and then I just said, you know what, I'm done. And I remember going to the studio and me singing that song, and I was just broken. And then the beat was made. Victor had made the beat. We had, and then I went to the studio to start recording, and Mr. COG was waiting for me there. And when we started recording the song, he looked at me. I remember him saying, "Ish. Lelo muliko mkamud." So I'm like, I'm heartbroken, let's record, And then we started recording. And towards the end, when I was going towards the end, where I was.
Yeah, you were really in the song.
I shed tears. And then after recording, I asked COG, I said, can I redo the last part? And he said, no. this is the exact emotion that this
no, because
song
you can
needs.
feel the emotions in it. Because you know, when a song is done from a certain point, we feel it. We the people that receive the music, you can actually feel it, that this song is really deep. And that's why I said your song is deep from the word go. The moment I listened to it, I was like, wow, this. But then because I kind of know you a bit personally, I was like, this feels like Kantu was really speaking from the heart. But I'm glad you're well, you're happy, you're married.
I'm very happy.
And you were waiting for your album. When is it going to be out?
Well, I'm in the studio, I'm recording, so I just want it to be perfect. And so the release date is subject to confirmation.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to confirm and then, you know, later on come out and just start giving excuses saying, no, we were not done with this or whatever. I want everything to be done perfectly. And then once everything is done, then I can put out the date.
We can expect new videos?
Yes, definitely. I'm actually working on shooting Fragile Heart.
Nice.
So we're starting. The video should be out in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Cool. We're waiting for that. And so Kantu is not going anywhere. We'll still be enjoying her music. Before I let you go, Kantu, I would like for you to maybe say something to your followers.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just.
Well, I really just want to say thank you to each and every person that has continued to support me. I love to think that my fans have grown with me from the time I started my career, which is like 10 years ago. So yeah, I'm really, really grateful for the love and the support, and I really can't wait for you guys to listen to my album. It's something that you're gonna love. It's something different. It's something very lovely, very breathtaking. So thank you very much, and I love you, and God bless. Okay,
I haven't forgotten. I want Fragile Heart.
Which part?
Not the last part. I just part of the chorus. I got a fragile heart.
Okay.
That has to.
Let's see. How does it go? Ngatunikonda ine usafendela pafupi ndaba mutima wanga umakonda kukondelela ngasunikonda ine usafendela pafupi ndaba mutima wanga umakonda kukondelela fragile heart. Yeah. I got a fragile heart. Osanipwanyele mutima.
Nice. And you wanted to take that voice where?
It's not going anywhere.
We're not going to allow it. Thank you so much, Kantu.
Thank you so much
all the
for
best in
coming
everything
through.
that you're doing.
Thank you.
Right, this has been your girl Helen, and before we close this, we have to make an announcement. This is the last episode that we're uploading on YouTube, like a full episode. This channel will still be active. We'll be uploading small clips, but we are going to Mingotainment. So you guys have to download Mingotainment. You'll be watching Getting Candid from Mingotainment. Support us. Go to your Play Store or Apple. Apple, where do you go? Apple Store, yes. Us Androids, you can go to Play Store, download Mingotainment, and you get to watch Getting Candid. But stay tuned to the channel. Next week, we'll give you the link to Mingotainment as well, so you can watch. Make sure you watch and support us. So thank you so much for the supporting that we'll be getting from the channel. Still subscribe, turn on the bell so that you can still be directed to whatever that we're doing. This has been your girl Helen. Bye-bye.